Who wants cookies?
Oreos are the world's best-selling cookies and were first created in 1912. That's right, they're over 100 years old. Nowadays, they are available in over 100 different countries and have a crazy amount of flavors. Unfortunately, with so many new varieties, some amazing flavors have been axed along the way. So here are 10 discontinued Oreos we would do anything to eat again.
I love Oreos.
Double Delight Oreo.
Oreo. 2 creams.
Is one flavor of filling just not enough for you? Well, unfortunately, you're 15 years too late to experience the bliss of doubling up the flavor of Oreos. These premiered in 1987, and the first flavor out was peanut butter and chocolate. This half-and-half Franken cookie sounds monstrously good. They also had a little extra cream filling, so you can really get a mouthful of these flavors. This smooth peanut butter surrounded by crunchy biscuit is a surprising resolution to the crunchy versus smooth peanut butter debate, as it sits somewhere on the fence.
Peanuts, butter.
A treat that everyone can enjoy. Although these were discontinued, they were good enough to be later revived in 2003, as well as a few other combos. Nabisco released mint and cream and coffee and cream flavor alongside the peanut butter and chocolate. According to reviews, the mint and cream flavor tasted like Thin Mints, but with an added cookie crunch. This sounds like it was a dream come true for mint lovers. As for the coffee and cream, we can't think of a better biscuit for dunking during your coffee break. It's definitely an Oreo that adults will love. All the flavor without the caffeine and with much more sugar. All in all, the Double Delights are a varied collection of well-paired tastes which need to be back on our shelves ASAP.
Bring it back.
Lemon Meringue Oreo.
Those are Oreos.
I bet you haven't heard of this one. No, it's not an obscure flavor that was only released for 8 days on some remote island. It was actually one of the original Oreo flavors. Back in 1912, Oreos began filling the shelves for the first time, but the chocolate cream wasn't the only flavor they were unveiling. That's right, they released lemon meringue flavor with it. While both were popular to start, it was soon outcompeted by the chocolate Oreo, and the flavor was eventually discontinued in 1921. Legend says that the cookie paired a tart lemon cream with sweet vanilla biscuits to create the creamy concoction.
That sounds interesting.
While it might not have been exciting enough in the good old days, we are surrounded by chocolate cream cookies nowadays, so is it too much to ask for something a little different? Times have changed, and I think we're more than ready for a taste of the classic lemon meringue from days gone by. Let's relive the roaring 20s using these vintage Oreos.
I would take a pack of Oreos.
No Magic Dunkers.
I'd suggest a box of Oreos.
Magic Dunkers were a wonder of Oreo engineering and had an experimental twist to them. Before we reveal the magic and are then expelled from the magic circle, let's give a little context. It's the year 2000, and Oreos are getting very popular, but still want to reach out to more kids. Nabisco, the Oreo company, do a little market research into their consumers. This reveals that lots of children twist, lick, and dunk their Oreos in milk before they eat them. Armed with this information,
That's great. That is great.
the Oreo scientists got to work on making a snack which could make eating Oreos a little more magical. It took more than a year to design, but they eventually developed a cookie that could make the milk turn blue upon dunking, without changing the taste or appearance of the Oreo itself. It may have been almost 20 years ago that these were released, but kids have not changed. Give the people what they want. All I'm saying is, we could all use a little more magic in our snacks. What kind of magic would it take to get these discontinued Oreos back on the shelves?
So magical, right?
Apple Pie Oreo.
Apple pie!
Apple Pie Oreos were released as a limited edition Oreo in 2016 and made a comeback the following year for Labor Day in the USA. As the apple pie is an iconic American food, the timing was perfect, and the cookies were incredibly popular. Oreo replicated the flavor of this classic with many changes to the standard Oreo. The first was using a graham cracker instead of the normal vanilla or chocolate flavors. This added some cinnamon flavor to every bite, replicating the texture of the crust and flavor of an apple pie.
Wow.
They also changed the filling to a smooth, silky, and sweet green apple that is tart enough to balance the sweetness. Sounds so good. And it can get even better than that. As a twist on the classic Oreo and milk, people have recommended eating them with ice cream, just like regular apple pie. Smashing them up and sprinkling them over ice cream is the ultimate hack for making a really tasty dessert in seconds. This is exactly why we need them back. They're amazing to enjoy on their own and even better as a dessert, while still staying true to the taste of this American staple. Fingers crossed that they'll resurrect them again soon.
I hope they do.
Oreo Big Stuf.
More big stuff.
This retro treat has been sorely missed since it was discontinued in 1991. Once a big hit in the 1980s, it was a staple of cool lunchboxes everywhere. This gorgeous Oreo was absolutely huge, around 10 times larger than the Oreos we know and love today. They had a whopping 316 calories and 13 grams of fat per biscuit. This is shocking compared to the classic Oreo with 53 calories and 2.6 grams of fat. As you can imagine, these were pretty unhealthy for kids, but that doesn't stop people from wanting to revive them. There are a few online petitions to bring them back from obscurity. While some of these are just nostalgic, others believe it is a perfectly sized snack for people on the go.
It's perfect.
Luckily, for those looking to try this monster of a biscuit, there is a similar product already on the market. Oreo makes an ice cream sandwich, which is roughly the same size of the Big Stuf and surprisingly has fewer calories. The Oreo cream is replaced with smooth vanilla ice cream in the sandwich. It is pretty close to the 80s classic, apart from it being just a little bit softer. Remember, we said we would do anything to eat these discontinued Oreos again, and we're pretty sure others would too. So just let us all know, what's it gonna take?
I will do anything.
Oreo DQ Blizzard Cream.
DQ Blizzard.
It might surprise you that this flavor was rolled out not so long ago. For those who haven't heard of this flavor was made in collaboration with Dairy Queen to replicate the flavor of their infamous Blizzard ice cream. This was a stunt by the Blizzard team to mark their 25th birthday. This cookie had some special features, such as a Blizzard vanilla cream center with biscuit bits in the cream filling. Many people likened this filling to cake frosting, as it matches the sweetness and vanilla taste. While it was popular, it was on shelves as a limited edition flavor. It was released for 1 month only, and so many unlucky customers missed the chance to experience the Dairy Queen deliciousness for themselves. But is it lost forever? Well, maybe not.
God, I hope not.
Dairy Queen tastemakers agree that it was out of this world, as they have recently revived this winning combination in their new gravity-defying ice cream. For the 50th anniversary of the moon landing this year, Dairy Queen have launched a galaxy-themed Oreo Blizzard ice cream. Okay, so it's not exactly the same, and it has some extra flavors in the mix, but it's close enough. This otherworldly Oreo treat might give you an insight into why we are desperate to see this flavor back on the shelves again. Although the Blizzard cream is living on through ice cream, we still want our Blizzard biscuit back.
You, holding out on me?
Oreo Dunkers.
What happened to the Oreos I left on the counter?
These delicious Dunkers hit shelves in 2006 for a limited time only and were a reimagining of the classic chocolate and cream Oreo. You might be thinking, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But allow me to convince you that the Oreo design is indeed broken, and it doesn't have to be. By now, we are all aware of the best way to eat an Oreo, with a glass of milk, of course. However, the classic circle shape is less than ideal for its dunking destiny. Not only is it too big to fit in some glasses,
I'm sorry, it just doesn't fit.
but it's also hard to get the biscuit properly dunked without also getting milky fingers. Amazingly, Nabisco managed to solve this age-old problem by creating Oreo Dunkers, which were oval-shaped biscuits designed specifically for navigating narrow glasses. These were the answers to our prayers, but were shockingly short-lived, leaving us with broken hearts and milky fingers yet again. People have rushed to the market to solve this problem in a different way, inventing items such as Oreo dunking tongs and spoons that wrap around the Oreo during dunking. For those without the cash for such a niche gadget, a method of choice is to stab the cream with a fork instead of getting your hands dirty. Clearly, the people are crying out for a solution. Oreo Dunkers were the ultimate answer to the dunking conundrum. No cutlery, no gadgets, just Oreo and milk.
We had something special.
Uh-oh, Oreo.
Big bag of irregular Oreos.
Although the name is quite a tongue twister, you'll definitely want to get your mouth around these gorgeous golden treats. The Uh-Oh Oreo was created in 2003 and actually managed to last quite a few years and was rebranded in 2007 as Golden Oreos. The story behind the interesting name is explained in the 2003 ad. Supposedly, one day in the Oreo factory, a worker broke the machine, which resulted in the creation of an inverted Oreo. Wondering what that might look like? The Uh-Oh Oreo is, in fact, a chocolate cream sandwiched between two vanilla wafers.
You're nothing but a lame inside-out Oreo.
Although this may be the same combination on paper, the taste was surprisingly different, offering a lighter biscuit and a sweeter taste. This name was later scrapped in favor of the name Golden Uh-Oh Chocolate, which is good as it sounds much less like the Oreo might make you unwell. This was successful at first, and another Uh-Oh type Oreo was brought out, but this time with vanilla filling. These grew to become the Golden Oreos that are still on shelves today. Meanwhile, the chocolate Uh-Oh faded out of existence and was eventually taken off shelves for good. Golden Oreos are the natural counterparts to classic Oreos nowadays, but there's still room in that lineup for their delicious chocolate version, which is somewhere between the two. It would complete the Oreo range and add something different, but still delicious, to the Oreo collection.
Anything different is good.
Dulce de Leche Caramel Cream Oreo.
One Leche coming up.
The next discontinued Oreos we would do anything to eat again are these classy caramel confections which landed on shelves in 2006 and were mainly sold in Argentina and Chile. This was a controversial flavor and was not an instant hit. Dulce de Leche is a popular sweet treat in Latin America and is made by slowly heating milk and sugar. Honestly, it's tastier than it sounds, and it forms a sweet, thick spread which is added to desserts, and apparently Oreos too. While this did excite many people, some found the Oreos to be a little disappointing. Many believed they were not similar enough in taste to Dulce de Leche and were overly sweet. This led to them being discontinued and not revived. As opposed to a revival, these should be given a rebirth. The flavor is beloved by so many. It has the potential to be the new favorite Oreo flavor for people everywhere. So how can it be redone? Serious Eats has reimagined this Oreo using store-bought Dulce de Leche spread on top of the classic cream filling. They believe this has the perfect balance of sweet filling and crunchy cookie, which fulfills the high expectations of Dulce deliciousness. Just a few changes could take this Oreo flavor from hot mess to oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon Bun Oreo.
Tasted a cinnamon bun.
Another classic American flavor which has been successfully converted into a sandwich cookie form. It was released in 2016 as part of the Oreo Wonder Vault campaign and was originally meant to be a permanent flavor. This campaign also included the release of caramel apple, watermelon, and cotton candy flavors, which were varying in success. Despite being well-liked, these have recently began disappearing from shelves. Pretty mysterious stuff.
It just disappeared.
So what did they taste like? Apparently, these taste exactly like Dunkaroos and are a pretty good imitation of a cinnamon bun. To achieve the signature taste, they included wafers packed with cinnamon with a delicious frosting filling in place of the usual vanilla. They are clearly delicious, but they also have an extra bonus. They're vegan. It really is amazing how good it tastes without using any of the animal products needed for cinnamon buns. Another mystery of the Cinnamon Bun Oreo. The plot thickens. The enigma that is the Cinnamon Bun Oreo is sorely missed by Oreo lovers everywhere. Already, people online are now calling for it to come back soon.
The way to eat an Oreo is to twist it, pull it apart, and lick it.
Treat yourself to more and tap that screen for our next great video. Checking us out for the first time? Then take a second to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.